This is Slasher here at Redbull Battlegrounds New York City, and I'm here with Sean Day9 Plott. After parting, defeated SOS 4-1 in the grand finals, defeating last week's BlizzCon champion. Parting did not even qualify for BlizzCon this year.
Yeah.
What do you think about him, taking out the BlizzCon champion?
I'm so sad Scarlett didn't get to the finals. All right, you see, you did a great job sugarcoating it by talking about championships and storylines, but Scarlett was this close. Like, in Game 3, if Scarlett had pulled back her Hydra Queen army after killing the third, would have been an easy cleanup. But, you're in the moment where there's the pressure. Oh, what a brutal game. Oh, my God, I was so sad. So I'm still sort of recovering from that. But
So you think that Scarlett definitely had opportunities Game 3 and Game 4 to take that serious?
Game 4, I think that SOS was just playing way too smart. The decision to rush for Tempest and the way that he defended was brilliant, like one of the most brilliant plays I've seen on the map in a long time. And to follow that up, Game 5 was just a really tough game. I think there may have been some little things, but Game 3 was an absolutely one game. But it's just so hard to have patience when you're like, oh, I'm going to get to the finals. I'm going to get to the finals. Here I go. And then you pack an army that demands a concave into a tight line. And it gets obliterated. It just, oh my God, it still hurts to think about. I'm like so sad.
If Scarlett got to the finals, seeing how Parting played against SOS, do you think that it would have been a different story?
I think Parting probably would have won. I think that he's like bar none the strongest player at the event right now. Absolutely well deserved for a couple of reasons. One is that he is really smart about readjusting his play to the Oracle. And we like to talk about how if a player who practices a lot, and especially in a lot of these structured rigid settings, we like to think of them as structured, rigid thinkers, that they don't want to step outside the box. But Parting just goes, oh, Oracles move really fast now. I'm just going to build those. And just created very simple but extremely effective plays. And he was one of the only Protosses to really do clever Oracle plays. I mean, I know MC built like 6 Oracles and went and obliterated a Zerg. And that's not clever, but that's totally kick-ass.
Do you think that is mainly what set Parting apart from everything else? Or is there other things that you saw from him that you hadn't seen in a while, and or maybe we didn't see from even SOS in the last week?
I mean, it was just sheer precision across the board. I think Axelov said it best. He knew exactly when the early game was over and when it was time to go into mid-game. And when he did it, you could just see that like this lead would just go whomp. And not even in like, oh, I'm chipping away at you, so I'm starting to compound a lead. It's that like suddenly I would be glancing down at the worker counts, and it would be 3 apart, and then 5 apart, and then 13 apart. And his supply would be suddenly 5 ahead, then 10, then 30, without any interaction having gone on. He just sets himself up very nicely and doesn't make little slip-ups. I mean, SOS is like a tactical genius, but even with great tactics, SOS would just be re-evening the playing field because Parting was playing so fundamentally solidly.
In the interview after, Parting thought that SOS didn't even deserve to win the BlizzCon championship last week, and there was no way that SOS could be considered the best player in the world. Now that Parting has won a title, do you think that he's re-cemented his spot on top of StarCraft 2, or is he going to need another win or two?
I mean, it feels like I'm watching an argument between 2 Care Bears. Like, it's not scary what anyone says to another person because they're only going to shoot each other with the power of heart. Like, I mean, like Parting gets up there and he's like, ugh. He's like holding his trophy and he's setting it down, like resting a little bit, and then holding it up. I'm like, I'm a winner, and I talked poo on him, and I called him, or it said I was his daddy. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's fun to say, and I think he enjoys saying it, but I think it's clear that Parting and SOS have a while to go before they can be considered like the world's absolute best. I think SOS has proven much more stability in the modern era than Parting has. SOS just got second after a world championship, so SOS has proven consistency. I think that if you had to pick top contenders for like best in the world, it would be Jaedong, SOS, and probably another person. I can't think of it, but I like 3s. But Parting I don't think would be up on there. He's just won an event.
You think Parting is at least back in the discussion when you always talk about the players that are real good right now?
Yeah, I think he was actually always in the discussion, but it's very hard for the foreign audience that doesn't want to stay up till 2 a.m. to watch Pro League to get that. Because if you're watching Pro League, you're like, God, he's so good. God, he's so good. Oh, he fell out of the WCS qualifiers, but at least I get to watch him in Pro League. But most people like the digestible WCS format, so they're just going, oh, no Parting here. I guess he's fucking bad.
So this is the finals, last event of Red Bull for the entire year here in New York City. just kind of get your general thoughts of the year of doing Red Bull events, the year of the finals in New York City. Anything that stands out in your mind or impressed you the most?
Well, it was sick to me that it's like a esports event for one. I mean, it's just like an esports show. It's not even an event. I mean, most of the time, we use the term event because there's a PC LAN set up, so that way we can have like 200 people playing, or it's like the IEM events that exist in another con like Gamescom or CeBIT or something like that. MLG has like multiple games and also like booths set up. It's like an activity, but this was a show that had clear start and end times, and everything was dedicated to the show. I mean, like there's lights that are like Red Bull themed in this room, and there's like posters on every wall, the players' faces. There's hashtags being blared up on the foyers. Like it was a really well thought out, structured event, and that's really cool to be part of such a focused thing, a 2-day event for just StarCraft 2, just for 8 well-qualified players.
As a New Yorker, I couldn't say it best. It is great to have a full-scale event inside of my hometown, in my home city, so I don't have to travel anywhere to get it right here in New York. So bring it back all the time. Day, we got to get you out of here. I know you're tired. It's been a long weekend of casting. Anything else you'd like to say?
Now that I have the opportunity, I feel like I should take advantage of this, but I'm not sure how. So I hope I hope your day's okay. I don't necessarily need it to be the best day. I just hope it's fine.
I'm having a great day. Thanks, Sean. Stay tuned on Gamers.com for all of your coverage here, Red Bull Battlegrounds New York City.
Yeah.